Hi, chat. Hello, chat. Hi, chat. Who's excited? I'm excited, but I'm here. Like, it's part of an event I'm participating in, so of course I'm excited. I just want to get a couple things out of the way here before we get started. So before I pass the stage over to Furby, I just want to let everybody who's on YouTube know this is actually kind of like a Discord event that we're doing. So we will be taking questions from the Discord chat, but also from the YouTube chat. If your question is not answered right away, please be patient. We are dealing with some pre-made questions from the forum, and then we are also dealing with some questions live. So just be patient with us as we deal with things. We don't have all the answers for everything, but we're doing the best we can. So with that being said, I have 1:59 p.m. So let me get set. Hi, Furby.
Hello, Rookie.
Are we ready to start?
I am very much ready to start.
Okay, perfect. If there's any changes that need to be made to audio chat, please yell at me. Don't do what other people do and not tell me until the end, please. Hi. Okay. You are now on the screen, Furby.
Yay! I'm a pop cat.
You are a pop cat. I'm so proud of you.
I think I'm... Oh, there we go. I'm moving, yeah.
Yes.
Ace! Ace is up here. Hello. So Ace and Gramps are just here for moderation. Rookie and I will take the entire Q&A. I've been collecting in the thread in the forum and some questions from the wall as well. Of course, the main topic here is the upcoming update, which is the new model and more customization, which is going to be the main topic. And we will also talk a little bit about the upcoming updates afterwards. Ah, hello, hot dog. So we will talk about that as well, and we will tackle any questions from the chat and the YouTube chat as well. It's a little bit of a cross-posting going on here. Right, it's 1 minute after. I think we can start. So,
and really quick, sorry, if we could just in the YouTube and in the Discord chat, as people start to ask questions, I'm sure there's going to be a lot. Please try to keep discussion, mostly for the Discord chat. YouTube, I think we're good, but please try to keep like discussion about your opinions about things in the other channels, so that we don't miss anybody's question.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No worries. Okay. Yeah, as most of you know, the upcoming update is going to be the new model, and it also comes with new animations because it has a new rig, which means we need to remake all the animations. So you will have new animations. We will also over time add more animations than we currently have. It's just a time thing. They need to be made, so it takes a while. And we've run into many issues with our model currently because we're doing something that sadly no one really can help us with. So we're a bit treading on new ground, which sometimes can take a while, so we really apologize that it's taking us so long. We can do a ping in announcements that we started here. Give me a second.
Yeah, I would mute if you're watching the Discord stage, I would mute the YouTube live stream. If you're watching the YouTube live stream, I would mute the Discord stage because that could get a little confusing.
Okay, there we go. All right. of course, we have a few previews for you just for this Q&A. We're not going to post it in previews. It's because it's a work in progress. It's not polished, but we wanted to show you something so you don't leave empty-handed today. It's still, as I said, in the works. We're still working on a lot of stuff, but we do have currently over 100 new customization items that we need to implement and work with. So you will get a lot when the model is out. And we hope you have fun with it.
Yes, we are in the triple digits, Mariposa. We are in the
Shaco
triple
went
digits.
ham.
You have Sharko to thank for that because he works very hard. And everybody's trying to take really good care of you guys and make sure that you have infinitely customizable kitties.
Yeah, Hunter is also working on it. It's just that Shaco is just so fast. Currently gnawing at the bars of his cage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you want to go over those before, or do you want to handle some questions and maybe we'll sprinkle some of those fun
Yeah,
things
we'll sprinkle.
Okay.
We start with some questions and then in between sprinkle a little bit of a preview.
So, should we do forum first before live questions?
Yeah. I made notes.
Wonderful. I did not.
Yeah. I came prepared.
I'm unprepared, chat.
Okay, the first question was that there was a closed community at some point. It was a mode that one of our old programmers had made on a whim, which was meant to be like a really hardcore warrior cats gameplay style where your character could actually die and you could never turn off survival mode. It was meant to be in just a single server with like 100 selected people. And we have gotten questions if we want to still do that or if it's scrapped. Currently, it's not scrapped, but we have put it completely on hold because it was from an old member of the team and the member just threw it out there without much consideration. And while we like the idea, there's a lot to take into account if we want to do this because it could be exclusive. If it's just 100 members that we have to select, people would feel left out. So we want to take it back to the drawing board, rework the mode, and bring it back in the future after the game has fully released and is out of beta. So it's not scrapped, but it's far in the future. Yeah, I love if the game were purely survival, but I like that it's optional right now if I don't want any stakes while role-playing. Yeah, that's why we made it a toggle, because it can be detrimental to your roleplay if, for example, there's like something super cool going on, and you can't just stop and run away to drink something. You can just toggle it off for a little while and then toggle it back on. Survival system is fun for roleplay, but it shouldn't take away from the roleplay. So it's a toggle.
Alright. I think that answers that question. I've marked it as answered, so you're free to move on to the next question at your leisure.
Okay. The next one is about markings and coloring.
Ooh.
Most of the questions were if we get the new model, will the markings not be as colorable as right now, where you can basically color every stripe. This won't change. You will still very much be able to customize your markings. They will be closer to the body, so they don't float around your character currently, which looks very strange. We will make some adjustments to the colors, because some of the colors are a bit washed out. They look a bit dirty. It's not nice. So we will try to find more natural cat colors. But the current colors, like the slight purples and the slight greens, we will keep because I heard that many people like those. So you will keep those. You can keep your slightly purple cats, don't worry.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. I got disconnected from my dev cam. I forgot to move
Oh.
it. Minor technical difficulties, chat. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'll fix it. I'll reconnect to the game.
And then someone was asking if clipping could be avoided. Sadly, it's Roblox. You can't fully avoid markings clipping into each other. That's just how the Roblox engine works. There will always be a tiny bit of clipping, no matter what we do. So we can try to make it as best as we can, but it will always have some slight clipping issues. Thank you, Roblox, I guess. All right. Now that we have been talking about markings, I can sprinkle in some of the previews. Let me move the chat a little bit. If you cannot watch the stream, don't worry. I'm gonna post in the chat as well.
Yes, and YouTube people, you will see the exact same thing. I will put it up on the screen.
Yeah.
Also, yay, DevCam.
Hello, this is Scorch Fling.
Okay. Scorch
Let me send it over in the chat.
Okay.
This is Scorch Fling. As you can see, this is a new marking. And Sharko made the markings that if you make them skin color, they look like scars or injuries. So if you want to have like a big scar, you can have that by just coloring the markings the way you want to. Let me write down Ace's question real quick, so I don't forget.
Yes, don't forget. So yeah, the colors will be changing, but the skin colors will still be available for you to use if you want to make like a Sphinx cat, or if you have a cat that has any kinds of like scars or mild disfigurement, you're free to customize the markings to suit that need. So we're gonna try to keep some of the locations very similar. Okay, the eyes do look soulless. I'm getting to that. Our new eye texture is just about ready to go, but due to the nature of how we're gonna be working with the eyes, the texture was not implemented into the game for this preview. So we did bring you a lot of like Blender renders and things outside of Roblox in the old previews, and those are very pretty, but we wanted to start sharing some things that are actually in the game and sort of beyond the conceptual phase so that you could see where we're at. So the pupils, there's also no iris on this guy yet, but we do have them. This picture was taken some time ago, and your cats will have pupils. Do not worry.
One question. This is gonna. I answered this a few times over the years, but some people still don't know because they're new. Regarding game passes, furs, and markings, my policy is, and that will never change. Anything a cat is born with is free. So furs, markings, lashes,
Colors.
These will, yeah, these will always be free. Also sizes, because it's silly to think that a cat is born with a tabby and long fur and someone rips it off and says, sorry, it's $20 for this. That doesn't make sense to me. So anything a cat is born with will remain free.
Rooney, please. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, while this is up, I'm gonna take on the next question. Someone asked if the full release comes out, if we want to make an event for that. similar to other games who made a special event in game when we have a full release. We do think about making that because that's fun. The full release is not too far away, but you know, you never know how Roblox works. So we don't have a date yet, and there's 2 more updates after the model update. So there's still more stuff coming. But yes, a live event would be fun. So yeah. All right. Let's go to the next cat. This is Tabby Step. Tabby Step, as you might be able to see, let me send it in chat. Here you can see some of the new fur options we have. If you look closely, the tail has a vine wrapped around it. And this is a full tail. Like, if you want to have that, you can have that. Also on this note, the shorter tail will be fixed. That if you have a shorter tail, you can still use tail fur. It will adapt to the length of your tail. This was a problem we have pushed back because it made no sense to fix it if we have a new model anyway. But this will work once the new model is out. So you can have a short, really fluffy tail if you wanted to. Yeah, as you can see, there's a bandana. I'm not the biggest fan of implementing costumes because that kind of rips you out of the world and ruins immersion. But a few human items like collars or bandanas are absolutely okay and will be implemented. You can see the cat has little talons on the ears, like little piercings. We can't use bones. Roblox will not allow it. But we use little fangs and talons as accessories. You have thorn earrings on both ears. You can only see one here. Inner ear fur. This marking has been, I think it was reworked from a current marking. I'm not sure. It's been a while. And yes, as Oak Leaf said, these feather accessories have been made together with the indigenous people. I've been going around asking if these are okay, and yes, because I think working together with the people that could be affected and finding a solution is a lot better than just saying outright, no, we're not doing this, and then, turning around and doing it different. So yes, these have been approved. You can have feather accessories that are appropriate, not infringing on anyone. We've made sure that we've asked people if this is okay. Okay, there's another question that I'm gonna write down.
Hey, just a little point for the YouTube chat. I understand that you guys have a lot of strong feelings about other games and other properties, but if we could please keep this focused on LTR, that would be fantastic.
Yes, please. We're not affiliated with anyone else, so we can't, speak about them either. So
let's just try to keep it positive. We got a lot of exciting
Yeah.
things coming up, so there's no need for negativity or anything like that.
Yeah. Yes, Shaco made most of this, as you can see here in the pictures. Shaco made almost all of it. The few things Hunter's currently working on are not ready yet, so we'll get to that later. But yes, most of this is made by Shaco. Some of the textures are drawn by Panther. Not these feathers, these were also made by Shaco. but the more realistic looking ones are drawn by Panther. All right. Next question regarding to the editor. We had a lot of questions in the editor, and I don't like the editor. I would like to remake it to be more user-friendly, because I had a lot of feedback that it's hard to see sometimes with the background what you're doing on the cat, and that it sometimes didn't load correctly, and it's just affected by the weather and lighting as well, which makes it hard to do. And yes, the main issue is that I'm still learning a lot. I am not a game designer, and not yet. And when I started out and made this editor, I was a new builder as well. So once I learn more about it, the editor will be changed to not be affected by the weather and to be easier on the eyes if you needed to. Sorry, it's my fault. I'm not good enough.
Don't say that, Furby. We are all learning things.
We're learning. We're getting there. One day I'll get there.
Okay.
All right. Next question was, do we get more custom camps? Not really. We already have a lot, and since we no longer have SkyClan, the stream camp that you might have known was going to be the SkyClan camp will turn into a custom camp, so you can play there if you wanted to. I will polish it up a little bit in the future, so you can have a custom camp in there if you want to. And with the Cloudgazer coming up, they also have a new territory where you can have a custom camp as well. So you have like 4 custom camps, and I think that's already plenty. So I don't think there will be any more custom camps. Yes, the Treehouse camp is the main camp of the Cloudgazers, so that is coming, yes. Alright, next cat.
Oh, next cat.
Yeah.
Alright.
This is Wolfhowl.
Oh, I love this one.
Let me
Perceive,
send this
chat. Perceive.
Perceive.
Also, Furby,
It is
my YouTube
Wolfhowl.
chat is telling you not to beat yourself up.
Ah, thank you. This is Wolfhowl. It uses, I think, a marking that we already have. It's why it's not optimized yet and floats a little bit. Which will be changed in the future. Here you can see the fixed main that is currently having a little bit of a floating issue in the game. A new wolf tail. At the back you can see it there. It's a wolf-like tail. And the accessory it's wearing is actually the current pinecone accessory. We have reworked it because it looked very basic, and it has gotten a new look. Most of the very old accessories that were not on par have been reworked. They have gotten new textures, and they look a lot better now. I'm sorry they were a bit basic before. We were just starting out, and we're currently reworking this. I'm sorry about the sniffling. I'm still sick.
It's okay. I think a lot of people are sick now.
It's very cold. It's like minus 16 degrees Celsius over here. It's really, really cold.
Okay.
Alright. Next question is, will we do ads and marketing? Because the game is very small and there are not enough players to play sometimes. Yes. Once the new model is out, or just before, a few weeks before, we will start doing trailers and little videos to get everyone into a little bit of a hype with the model coming up, and hopefully find more people that will find our game. Because yes, it's a roleplay game with no players is an issue. The main feedback I got was that people are not playing because the model looks weird and the animations are bad and the movement doesn't feel good. So this will all be fixed and reworked with the new model. You will also get an improved movement system. Luca has already sent a little preview a few weeks ago. There's no more skating around. If you currently play the game and you're a kid, you probably know what I mean. You can go ice skating as a kid. This will no longer be an issue. Cats will stand firmly on the ground. There's no more sliding around or getting stuck in a terrain and just falling through the map. This was a remnant of our old movement system that is currently going, and that had many issues. Luca has fixed almost all of these. Yeah, I've been talking to some players. Some players like our current model. It looks goofy and cute, but it gave us a lot of trouble when trying to work on new systems like hunting and everything. It just wasn't really nice to work with. So we decided to make a new one that will make the game future-proof so we don't have all these issues in the future. So yeah. Are we starting from scratch regarding the models and movement, or will we continue to having the turning and etc.? That will stay. It will just look better because since the model is no longer made up of like Lego parts like it is now, all these animations will be a lot smoother than before.
Chat says shout out to Luca. So shout out to Luca.
Hey! Shout out to Luca. The stretching animation, yes. This one is loved by basically everyone. I haven't found any player yet that didn't like the stretching animation. Rookie will try her best to recreate it.
I will try to carry the torch.
Alright, the next question was, will we ever get to interact with the environment? Like picking up flowers, or if we walk through the forest, we can pick up something else, like apart from just sticks and herbs. This is kind of planned, yes. We have a few ideas. Stuff like picking up flowers, that is easy to do. Rather, we want to fuse it a little bit with the survival system by having, if you walk through a bush, you have a chance to get a scratch or a thorn, things like that. This will come later when we improve on the herb system, because the herb system is very basic. It was meant to have crafting where you can basically put different herbs together into bundles, or to heal someone you needed to make a special poultice, or you needed to make a stint if someone has a broken bone, things like that. That's why we added the ability to carry 3 herbs at once, which was a preparation for this. We just didn't have the time yet to work on it further, but it is planned. At some point it's coming. Another question I need to write down. Ooh. I'm old, I'm using a pen and a paper. I'm sorry.
It's okay. If you need me to buy you time, I can answer some of the easy ones. The hard ones are not for me, yeah. Chat. The hard ones.
Do you have some easy ones? Yes.
Yes. I have to ask Kirby for help a lot. More animations. So the question is, are you guys planning to do more animation, like laying, grooming, etc.? Yes. Everything that you need for a basic roleplay will be coming with the new model, But after that, you can expect more animations to be added from time to time, periodically, in updates. We don't want to overcrowd the UI, so we're still discussing internally how we're going to set up animation because, well, we care about our mobile users and don't want to overwhelm or overload people, but we will be adding more animations. And like Furby said, there's going to be a lot more ways to interact with the map, but there will also be plenty more ways to interact with other players, so you won't have to worry about that. Okay, let me just... I gotta mark them as answered chat. Future customization. This is a 4-parter. Thanks, Oak. The first question is, what will be the focus regarding model add-ons for the next customization update? Furs, markings, accessories. Yes. All of the above. We're kind of working on everything equally. As Furby mentioned and showed you from the previews, like the one that's currently on screen, some of the older accessories are being reworked, so those are being prioritized. You can expect there to be lots of fur and markings on release and shortly thereafter, but you will also see some new accessories. They're not quite ready to show off yet, but we have our modelers have been working very hard on a lot of fun things. I can't talk too much about what they are, but I think everybody will like them. Could you point out one customization suggestion that you think you might take and do for funsies? Furby, could I take the liberty of putting some images on the screen?
You might, yes.
Okay. Yes, I might.
You are allowed to.
So, the fun part is I've already done that, actually. Mariposa suggested some really, really amazing features, and that's not to say they're the only one, right? Like, we look at the suggestions channel all the time, and we see a bunch of things that we really want to add, but this is something that I'm actually really happy about, because yes, Mariposa call out, I'm sorry, you've been called out. You're you've been selected. But I do appreciate just like the sheer amount of suggestions that you've made for the game. Your stuff is very good, and everybody's been messaging like, hey, look at this suggestion, it's my favorite, when are you gonna put it in the game? So we do talk about those things. We see you, we hear you. I'm going to have to stream the... oh, I can't because Furby's showing. Well, here, I'll send you the images, Furby. I'll send you them,
yeah, then I could put
and
it
then
on
you
the screen,
can you can put them up for these lovely people here, and I will put them up on the YouTube stream. So I have actually done that, as I said. I have here some eyeballs. Little disclaimer: these are using the old eye texture. As I mentioned, it has changed. It is different. And I'll jump off of that to segue into another suggestion here, but I have some eyeballs for you to perceive. So the first is your average regular eyeball. Very shiny, very rotund, very spherical, very orbish. But then we kind of have some fun stuff, right? Like, we have this guy. He's all starry-eyed. You know, maybe he's passionate about something. So we have little Mr. Star Eyes here. After that, in case you needed more fun, we have some hard eyes as well. I'm throwing in all the all the shapes. So many shapes. Such wow. And in case that wasn't enough for you, sometimes, you know, you just gotta double up. So you will also have the opportunity to double up. Yes, Furby will be catching up in the Discord stage. So there, Discord, there's our little heart shape. They're very
yes.
They're very
These are
cute.
the heart shaped eyes.
Yes.
Eye shines.
Furby's working on an ace. Be patient.
These are the double round shines.
Yes. I will slap the last double on there.
Yeah, these are the normal round ones, the default ones.
It's like Littlest Pet Shops, you know? Honestly, I love Littlest Pet Shops, so that's great. I didn't even think of that, but that's great.
Oh no, the next two are in between. Spoiler for later. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Gonna have to
We
close and reopen.
yeah, we close and reopen this.
Too many fun spoilers.
These are the stars, little stars, and these are the single stars.
Yes, become shiny.
I will send these in the chat as well, so everyone can take a look. Oh no! Don't copy.
I'm gonna
Stop
use that as a springboard into the next. Well, first I'll finish up Oak's 4-parter. So 3. What are some firm no's for future customization? I think that's on you, Furby. I'm just a messenger.
Some future nodes.
No's, like you're never gonna do it. Hard limit.
Oh, nose. Okay.
Yes.
What I'm never gonna do. I'm never gonna put in costumes. I'm sorry. I think from my experience with role playing over the years that going into a forest of wild cats, having a cat with a neon green beanie, wings, and shoes is really getting you out of the role play. It's not that people can't make beautiful morphs with these kind of things, but they just don't work with our very realistic looking map. It just looks very strange. So these will probably be a hard no. I'm not gonna add wings and human clothing to the cats. I'm sorry.
And then
That's
next.
probably the only no, or hard no, because I'm usually very open to most things, as long as it's not something hurtful or demeaning. I'm not against community feedback and suggestions and seeing if I can get it in. It's usually the limitations of Roblox where we have to see, okay, is this really worth it? The impact on the server, if it's just a little small thing, because sometimes the smallest things where you think, oh, that's going to be easy to just implement, can absolutely break a server, which is funny and very sad. We had, I think, a single tree once that continually crashed the servers. The moving animals and insects on the map were also a big culprit until Luca found out how to fix it. The simple animation of just flying around was crashing servers. It was insane.
The last part of that 4-parter is do you plan on making any animated accessories, or is that not possible with the current gameplay system?
Oh, that is absolutely possible. Animated accessories are actually planned, but that's a surprise for later.
Yeah, my client declines to comment further on this matter.
So yes, it's possible.
One that I want to kind of attach to the end of that is a question on eye customization. I know some new customization was shown off for the eyes, including advanced coloring, pupil light reactiveness, etc. How will these features work, and is there anything else planned for our silly kitty's eyes? Well, one of them was just shown to you. As for light reactiveness, that is Luca's sphere. I am not super knowledgeable about that stuff, so I cannot say exactly how it will work. But in terms of the eye coloring, you will be able to color the whites of the eyes, the actual iris, and the pupil separately. So if you wanted to make like bloodshot eyes or like I guess jaundiced eyes, right? You could do that. You could make like albino eyes or blind eyes by coloring the pupil. You can affect how you want those to look. So hopefully that answers that.
Okay, let's go for the next question that I've written down. Question was, will we get another map expansion after Cloudgazer? Kind of. As you might have noticed, Lakekeeper is the absolute smallest, tiniest territory we have. And this was due to me modeling it after the books. Even in the books, it's very, very tiny. And I think that's since we don't have to stick to the books, that's no longer the case. So I will give it a little bit of an expansion after the Cloudgazer is out. And I will probably rework or improve on the tunnels. The tunnels are for some reason extremely popular. I never thought they would. But I have many people asking for better tunnels, more tunnels, bigger tunnels. So I will take another look at the tunnels at some point as well. With Cloudgazer, you will get a lot of extra space with different biomes. So I think that's gonna be a nice expansion. We are already one of the biggest maps on Roblox, especially in terms of detail, which comes with some engine problems that no one else has found before us because our map is so massive. So we kind of have to see, okay, where can we expand and how much detail can we go into before the servers start lagging, people have issues. So yeah. Small expansions, yes, after Cloudgazer, but nothing as big as them. Question: will you ever consider creating an easier entrance for the hidden camp outside of Shadow Clan? Not the stream camp, but the underground one. Yeah. This one was because it was technically not in the books. I made it very hidden and very far from the territory in terms of entrance. But since I'm no longer bound by that, I can make a sneaky entrance a bit closer to the actual camp. There's a hidden camp, yes! If you didn't know, there's actually a custom camp with a custom moonstone below the Shadow Chaser. Not Shadow Chaser. Nightcrawler, that's the right one. Still getting used to the new names. Which you can... The entrance is very hidden. You can find it if someone else shows you, or you can just try to take a look at the hidden spring. Is the sacred stone in the tunnels a part of the books or a thing you just added? I added that. It was never part of the books. I added that because some people really don't like the moon pool. And they would like to play a different kind of Star Clan, so I added that as a little bonus. On that note, we're talking about the map, right? So I do have some things I can show you. The Cloudgazer update will be coming after the new model, so it's still quite a few weeks away, maybe months. But
I got disconnected again.
No,
I gotta get on that.
need to move.
I need to move.
So I have some Cloudgazer screenshots for you. Cloudgazer is set at or inspired by the Scottish ocean coastline. So they will have more inspiration of Scotland, with glades, sea caves, and the ocean. The ocean is quite small, I'm sorry. There are limitations to how much water I can add to a map before Roblox decides to absolutely die. So, yes, I'm sending the image in here. Give me a second.
I'll put it up on the screen chat. It's just gonna take me a minute.
This is a small little pond glade, not far from the entrance of the territory. We have little swans. They're being real nice.
Okay, chat, here it comes. The
I'm
image
waiting
of
for
all
Rookie.
time. Sorry. I'm naming it image
This
because
one's
there you go.
this ones will not move. Because we have already like a lot of animations for the critters, so they sadly cannot move. Maybe in the future, if we find someone who can make an animation that is not killing the engine. Plastic swans, yes. If someone or a lot of people say they don't want the swans when they're static, then I can remove them. It's not a problem. But if we have the time, we can add a animation to them. Yes. Currently, they're just sitting there. It's still a work in progress. Since it's so far away, the update, it's still a lot of work in progress. The second thing, and I know many people are very, very excited for that, this is a shot from the entrance to the territory. Only half of it. The other half is not done. That's why you can't see it. But this is the entrance. You have to go in from the mountainside from Meadowrunners. So it's starting high up and then gets low down to the ocean. There's a glade on the right side where all the trees are, and on the left side is a more open area with the sea caves. So yeah. I guess we're going hiking. Yes. Get your hiking gear. It's hiking time. Yeah, someone has asked the difference between Cloud Gazers and Sky Clan. Since we can't use it anymore and we just kind of canned the whole Sky Clan thing, we decided to completely redo who the Cloud Gazers are. They live in trees, like birds, and they came from the ocean on a boat that capsized a human ship. So they have more intelligence about humans, but in a really funny way. So yeah.
Starting
Since
a
it's
pirate
inspired.
colony.
Oh, yeah. So since this is inspired by Scotland, you will also find castle grounds, castle ruins.
Don't worry, chat, it's coming. I'm screenshotting it and uploading it.
I'm uploading it to chat. Yes, the glades will have castle ruins strewn about, tower ruins from old civilizations, and they will be used as hunting grounds, or you never know, sometimes there are rogues there. It's a nice spot to hang out. Here is the front, so you can have it from both sides. As I said, it's still work in progress. You can see in the back some areas are a bit empty. It's a big territory, so it takes a while, but I'm working on it. Is this nearby the other camps? The Cloudgazer territory is behind the Meadowrunner territory, behind the mountain range that you can currently see in the game. Then we have, I know some new players have trouble with it. Will you ever create toggleable waypoints for major areas? The current mini-map is incredibly outdated. We will have a new one at some point with some points of interest shown on it. Which is gonna take a little while because you have to remake the entire map that is drawn. We have a hand-drawn map. We will have to redo that, and add the waypoints, and that is all stuff for the UI, which is Luca's job. So I can't go too in depth about it. But we will fix it at some point, yes. I'm sorry, it's currently a bit inaccurate, and the entire Lake Keeper area is completely wrong. I'm sorry. Yes, this is based on Scotland, just inspired by it. This is no place that actually exists. I made it up. But I've used a lot of Scottish things to be in here because most of the other territory, the normal territory, is based on Great Britain. So I wanted to keep it local. Otherwise, it would be a bit jarring if. I'm sorry, Ace, but there will be no alligators. I'm sorry. We're not out there, okay?
Maybe you can put like an alligator plushie in one of the human houses or something.
Ah.
For Ace.
Is the update coming out after this Q&A? No.
No.
It's not ready yet.
We will go
We
over the
still need a little
timeline.
bit of time.
Yeah, we will
Yeah.
go over the timeline after we're done with most of the questions, so that you guys can understand.
Will medicine cats have an option to enter StarClan somehow? You can already go to StarClan. Just a method. I know some people said that they wanted to actually lick the water and then get teleported to StarClan. But currently you have to swim into the middle of the moon pond and then get teleported to StarClan, and you can also go back that way by using the spooky portal. If we can do it that you actually lick the water and get transported to StarClan. That's not too hard to do. So yeah, that could be something we can change in the future. I have 2 more questions that I have written down. Someone has asked what kind of prey animals will be coming with the hunting update. So the hunting update is the last update before we go into full release and comes after the Cloudgazer update. So model, Cloudgazer, hunting. We don't have a time for that yet when that is coming out, of course. Is a lot of work. Currently, we don't have all the models yet, but the models we currently have and will be in the game for sure are rabbits, squirrels, mice, chipmunk, and rats. And it's going to be more. For example, we also have planned lizards for our beloved night crawlers, and birds as well. So yeah, fish for Lake Keeper. But yes, there's no suggestion limit. No. You can post any suggestion you have in our suggestion forum, and the team and the head developers will look over it. Sometimes we give it a little yes emoticon or emoji to signal that either we will do this or this has been taken in consideration and will be implemented in some way. Not exactly, but in some way. Will we hunt birds of prey? It's gonna be interesting. I don't know yet. But it's an interesting thought. You can give game lore suggestions. Yes. There is a big roleplay coming up after the model is out, which is called Sundered, which I have already posted a few weeks ago. This will be a very big community roleplay event that shapes our lore, because I thought it would be boring if I just sit down and make up lore for the game. This is a community project, so the roleplay while it's going will basically create the lore for the game. And I hope that's gonna be fun. Will there be prey in the tunnels? Maybe. You gotta find out.
We do have one more
Worms.
forum question. So, someone's asked, will you guys add different types of ears and snouts to the game? Maybe even different body types, like chubby, skinny, etc. And maybe potentially scars. Would love to see some scars in the game, especially one that goes across the face.
Oh,
Oh,
hold up.
we've got an image for this,
Hold-
chat.
Wait a minute. Hello, this is Moonflutter. And yes, there will be scars as you can see here, and there will be face scars as well, which we have some, but they're not ready to be shown yet because they have some issues, I'm sorry. But for example, we have a cross scar over the entire forehead. So yes, scars will be coming. Let me post in chat so everyone can see. Yes, they will be coming. Also lashes, very important. So yes, and you can see here to the pinecone accessory, you can also get an unkempt tail with some pine sticking out of it. if you are a very hardy cat out in the wilds. Would we be able to carry multiple preys? Probably a maximum of 2 or 3, because you have to keep in mind you're still a cat, and squirrels are and rabbits are quite big. But yes, like having 3 mice in your jaw on hanging on the tails, that is possible. And the herbs are currently also 3.
We'll go back through the Q&A questions one more time just to make sure I got them all.
No more tiny rabbits, yes. As with everything on the map as well, we'll always try to keep a believable scale. Not everything is perfect, but yeah, cats are quite small still.
Okay, we do have a couple from the Roblox wall that were cross-posted to the forum. So the first is, will anything be done to avoid markings clipping through one another when multiple are in use?
Answer that in the beginning.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yeah, everything from the forum is now answered.
Oh, perfect. I'll mark them
That
all
I
then.
could. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were reading from the from the stage.
I noted
so
it down. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Then yes, everything's good now. That's it.
Okay, then Ace has asked if there will ever be a kit morph. Kinda. The problem is that a kid would need to have every accessory, every fur, every marking remade and refitted onto the different morph. Sometimes even animations if the rig isn't the same, which is an immense amount of work for a tiny detail. So probably not. The only thing we could do is increase the head size, for example. But yeah, an entirely different model is gonna be hell for very little payoff, which is just too much work. Yeah, what if the kid just had a different head? Yeah. So not an entirely new model. That's too much work. But maybe some adjustments to the model itself, like a bigger head, bigger paws. Kid was just big head and big ol' eyes, yeah. And then I saw a question in the chat about predators. Will there ever be predators? I'm not sure. The problem is that firstly, it's a lot of scripting and programming work for something that isn't really that useful. But in exchange, we have been thinking of making a little fight, like that you can fight other players in a little mini game. instead, because I think that's a lot more useful than spending a very long time on NPCs that just sit around and then randomly attack you. It's not really fun, and it doesn't help with roleplay either, because you could just sit somewhere, have a patrol, and suddenly you're dead. There's a fox just spawning in next to you and you're dead. That's not really fun to roleplay. So probably not NPCs, but we want to look into having fights between players, because that's a big thing that, you know, you roleplay very often. Especially sometimes you want to have war between groups, so that would be fun. Yes, we will add carrying and dragging cats in the future. This is already on my to-do list. You can carry kids in your mouth and on your back, and you can carry any player above kid on your back. So you can even bring home an injured warrior. You no longer have to awkwardly walk next to them, which is very strange. Can we drag them? That depends. I would have to ask Luca and Rooki if we can do that, the dragging. But the carrying is on the list, yes, that's coming. I brought home a new friend. Is this a dead body? No. We don't know how the fighting is gonna go for now. Oh, did Rookie? Oh, Rookie left. Wait. Oh, I'll get Rookie back.
I'm sorry, I got disconnected.
Oh no! Not again. Hey, Beanie. Sorry, my cat. I hope no one heard that.
Mish, it's not decided yet.
Yeah.
It's a conceptual thing.
It's on the list. I have a list of things we want to implement in the future, but some are just so far in the future we haven't really fleshed it out yet. So it's on there, but we don't have a real concept yet how we want to do it. So it could change wildly from what we have now.
Are you alright with taking a couple questions from the YouTube chat?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so one question is there going to be a way for mobile players to go into free cam, like a button?
That's technically a Luca question.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if that would be possible. If it is, I can take it to Luca and ask if he can do it. If not, then I'm really sorry.
There's no resource yet, Luca says.
Ah, okay. Luca's here. Yeah, I wasn't sure if Luca's here.
It is not possible would be the answer to that then. But yeah, if it is possible,
maybe if Roblox changes it, who knows?
Yeah, that's the way it is with a lot of things, though. It's engine limitations. Yeah. Another question is, will the star and shadow effects be tweaked?
For the new model, that depends. If they look fine still, we will most likely take them as they are. But if they need a little bit of tweaking, or we can make them nicer, then that's easy to change. So that's not a huge issue. If we ever want to make them a bit nicer, we can do that. Ow, Beanie. Will there be realistic cat markings? We have quite a few in the works that are modeled after real cat markings, so yes.
Ooh, yes. Could I put up the...
Beanie, stop.
Hang on. Do I even have it?
Yes, you can put the thing up.
Okay.
You have to send it to me too.
I will send it to you. I'll send it to you right now. I was just second guessing myself. Like, did I send it? And I don't think I did. I think I stole it out of the channel and I never gave you a copy of it. Here you go.
Sorry, I have a Beanie on my...
Oh, that's okay. I'm surprised mine hasn't come and bothered me all stream. Okay, chat. So I'll give Furby a second to sort her end of the preview so that we're not being unfair.
I'm very sorry. I have a cat here. He doesn't like when I talk.
I joined late, so I don't know if it has been answered, but will stopping head turning be an option someday so we could position our heads in different ways and retain the position? That is a Luca question.
Yes, that is a good question. It was a bug back in the day, which has been fixed, and I know that quite a few people were asking if we can get that back.
Luca says yes.
Yes, okay.
Praise Luca.
There you
go. Oak, I will, someone will let you know, for sure.
There it is.
You will know soon. Yes, okay, I will put it up on the screen for chat now.
Okay.
So this funny little brindle marking, isn't it cute? Sharko is always cooking.
Yes, this is a brindle marking that's coming. Just a little teaser. It's not just the half a cat. I'm sorry, it's cut in half.
Subject to change. We did slice. To show you the power of flex tape, I sawed this cat in half.
There's rain in the game. Will there be more severe weather events? We had questions about making foggy weather as well, and I've briefly talked with Luca about adding more weathers. It's a maybe. We have to look into if we can do it. If it's easy and we can do it, then of course. But for now, we have to check. We, aka A's. Okay, I have one last cat that I haven't shown yet, I believe. Fog is lack heaven. Don't worry. Currently there is kind of a fog in the fall map, and I haven't gotten any reports that it's causing issues. Alright, this is the last cat I can show you. This is Root Swing! Not Root Spring, Root Swing. As you can see, there is a kitty pet accessory for our fans of spiky colors. There will be normal colors and bow colors as well, so you can also be cute. There will be seasonal events in the future, yes. We're just very, very busy with finishing the base game first, so we don't have much time to make events currently, but they are planned, yes. We want to make some events in the future. These are vines around the body, yes. This is an accessory as well. It's the it's a bandage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the spiked one was made by Hunter. The
colors were made by Hunter, yes.
Just clarifying that.
The leaves around the head, the clasp leaves around the head, are also made by Hunter and drawn by Panther, the textures. The bandages around the torso, back leg, and front leg are made by Shaco.
We have a YouTube question. Will beta players get a little reward at the end of beta, for example, an accessory or accessory set?
I've been thinking about it. I don't like having exclusive things that lock people out forever if they just happen to not be there. So I'm not sure on that yet. I don't know yet. We'll see. Also, yeah, the front coloring here, this is a marking. This was also made by Shaco. You can color this as a marking, yes.
Another YouTube question, will there be more flower-based accessories? Yes.
Yes.
Very many. The whole team adores flowers. We already have a lot in the backlog. That triple-digit accessory and fur and marking number did not come out of thin air. They already exist.
Yeah, I had to step in and say, Shaco, okay, stop.
Yeah.
This is we have to slow down here, okay?
The head chef came in and told the kitchen to slow down.
But yes, we have also lots of your suggestions we've taken. So there will be stuff that you have suggested in the past. It's just that we can't show it all. There needs to be some surprises for later.
I'll do one last YouTube question and then we can swap back to the Discord for a bit. Will markings be able to be stacked?
Yes. We have them sorted into different categories, so you can stack some of them together. But we do have to have a limit. Otherwise, other players and yourself will lag the game out if there's too many all at once. And so you can stack most of them, but there is a limit. I'm sorry, you can't just have like 10 markings, main body markings all at once. That's going to be a bit much. And you can't color them anyway because they're so stacked above each other. So I'm sorry, we have to set a little limit.
No freaks of nature running around.
I have a question that someone asked. Will there be a performance mode option that removes some decorations around the map? We currently already have some performance options you can use. Also, don't forget you have the Roblox graphics settings that you can turn down. In the future, we can add some more, but keep in mind that Roblox has stopped supporting older devices. I think 3 or 4 months ago. So at some point we just can't optimize anymore. And I'm sorry, we're a very detail-heavy game. At some point you can't play on it with a potato. And Roblox is not supporting older systems anymore. So if you ever struggle, even with the graphics on Roblox turned down to 1, and with shadows turned off in the game menu and everything else that we have turned off, and you're still struggling, then your device is not made to play Roblox. we can't really fix that. Roblox being potato phobic. I'm sorry you can't play LTR on the Samsung fridge. I'm so sorry. But yes, we can add some more options in the future, but there's a limit. At some point, if your device is just too outdated, we can't really change anything about that. Will there be a button to toggle different backgrounds for the editor? I said before, I will need to rework the editor when I've studied more on how to make it nice. And if I'm there, then probably that you can switch between bland color or a nice background. So you can, if the background is too much, you can turn it off and just have a solid color. Will we be able to walk on all water as a Star Clan cat? That's gonna be tough. It's how swimming works in Roblox, and custom models cannot really swim, so we have to use a little workaround. That's probably not gonna be possible.
It is possible,
It's
Lucas
possible!
says.
Hey! Lucas coming in here. It's possible. Okay. So there you go. I think it's sad that River Clan can't swim in Star Clan. Oh. You can make any clan you wish to. We have a roleplay panel where you can make your own custom clan. You can join the Outsiders, which is basically a non-clan role, to make your own clan roleplay if you want to. If you open up the roleplay panel, you can make your own roleplay in there and invite other people. You can even make events and tasks to plan out your roleplay with all the people in there. I know that some people didn't really know that this exists, but yes, You have a lot of in-game tools to make your custom clans, and a lot of spaces on the map where you can play as a custom clan. Could there be an option where we can select the different types of lighting in editor to show how our cat works? Example, day, night, shaded, underground, cat heaven, cat hell. This is technically possible. I'm just not advanced enough to know of this. But yes, this is technically possible. I know it is. I saw it before. Will the lore roleplay Sundet require sign-ups for roles? I was hoping to be a healer, but I'm unsure because many people want to get in. There will be sign-ups in a sense that you can make your character sheet. You can either draw your character or you can use the model in-game and just put it on. We will then see how many people actually want to play. And since you have to be set into teams, each team will have at least 2 healers and there will be no leaders or deputies. So everyone is basically equal. When will the Cloud Gazer clan be done and released to the game? Sometime after the model update. We don't have a set date yet for these. But it's the update after the model. Yes, Luca already replied with the preview link. For people who are not in the Discord, someone asked if we can get extra slots for your morphs. And for people who did not see it in the previews, yes, more slots are coming. You can have more pretty kitties. Will there be trotting? Yes. I know this has been asked a lot, and yes, with the new model, you will finally be able to trot. Your cat has learned to trot. What's your favorite part of the new model? Oh, that's a good question. I think I like the head and the paws the most. They look really nice. What about you, Rookie?
My favorite part is probably the eyeballs, because I'm working on those today, actually, somewhat. I'm very excited about those. But the biggest thing for me is the amount of customization, just how versatile it is, because I have a lot of characters swimming around in my brain, and sometimes it's very hard for me to recreate them in programs or games and make them look distinct from one another. And with the new colors, which, disclaimer, we don't have those now. Those will be worked on during the testing phase, which is not yet started. But you know, I think people are just going to be able to capture the essence of what they think their character should look like so much better. The idea of what you've had in your head for years and years, like, this is what my character looks like, but I can never find any options to suit them. I'm looking forward to everybody working together to make options that suit your characters so much better. So really all of it.
Yes, to Sasha, you can color your paws in different colors and you can color each toe separately. Yes.
Yes, each toe, each pad, and each claw will be separately colorable. So if you have a cat that's got like splotches and maybe 1 or 2 toes are white, you can make the skin lighter on those 2 pads, same as. So.
Will there be updates to the clan panel? For example, a toggle for daily tasks or adding colors to members' names? That's a Luca question. The entire clan panel was made by Luca, so that's a question for Luca. We will see if he answers.
Let him cook, guys. Let him cook.
While Luca is typing, can there be like hiss, growl, meow to the cats? I saw a lot of people asking for more sounds, and it depends. Technically, yes, we could add those, but they would more likely be bound to an emote or a button with a cooldown. Because otherwise, you just have someone sitting in the camp spamming meow for like half an hour because they want to disrupt roleplay.
We also
So if
discussed giving people a mute option so that if there are sounds, they can turn them off if they don't want to hear other people's meowing.
yes, just an option to turn off the player sounds, but yes, technically it's possible, and we'll see if we can add it. It would give a lot of immersion to the entire game, so it's cool.
Ace wants to voice the meows.
Luca answered, probably, but the clan panel has the most code in the game, so I can't say if I get this all together. This is very true. The clan panel took a long while. I want meows voiced by Gramps. Oh, the
I
serene
don't.
tunes of Gramps.
Meow.
Just a manly meow. Are there any plans for deformities, mainly tooth deformities like tusks or overbite, underbite? Technically, these are possible. We have also been thinking about teeth sticking out or over in an overbite. So they're technically possible. I don't think there's a reason to not add them sometime in the future. It all depends. Like there's a lot of suggestions we still have to go through. So yeah, it's it's not a we're never gonna do it. It's more like a we need time to do it. Also, I know this has been there was a question that I have to scroll up, but I saw it and noted it down. Someone was asking for more muzzle options and curled ears, folded ears, things like that. And we're not against it. The thing is, this is a fictional game. While these breeds are not good in the real world, this is a fantasy game. If your cat has curled ears and is a Maine Coon, go for it. This is fantasy. And we will most likely put a disclaimer on the game that this is a fantasy cat game and does not reflect the real world.
If you did see changes to like ears and muzzles, you would probably see ears before muzzles just because of the way the model is set up.
Yeah.
And yes, the options would have to be remade for different ears, so.
Yes. Some options will just outright not work because it doesn't work if a ear is folded in. You can't have a tuft. You wouldn't see it anyway. But with the current tail, if something is not available, you can just not use it on the ear. But some options will have to be remodeled for these. So these take a lot of time. And as I said, while in the real world, these cat breeds shouldn't be supported, this is a fantasy game. Oh yeah, would it be possible in your game to have large ears but a regular muzzle? My main ThunderClan OC has that. Technically, you can not have the ears connected to the muzzle. So in technicality, you could do this, but that depends on if Rooki wants to do this and can do this.
It is possible.
So, yeah.
It's just something that I think some of the combinations, right? Like I think we would probably want to discuss. I think it would be rather silly to have a very long muzzle with folded ears. We could definitely do it. It's just a matter of you could decide what level of immersion you want to have. I have a few ideas on that. I'll make note of them and we can talk about them later.
Body shapes are a lot harder.
Yeah.
Because the rig would have to change, which is we can't do that. That's not possible. So body options might not be a thing. What we can do is having amputated legs or injured legs for cats who, for example, have lost a leg in a fight or something. That we can do, but different body types is just not possible due to the rig. So
And
that might not be.
The base rig is you'll notice some of its features, like the tail in particular, are very thin. If you want to emulate a larger body type, we will be having a lot more like furs and options. It's easier to do additive than subtractive things when it comes to the model. So you're free to pile on those furs and make yourself look real rotund if that's what you want to do. But subtractive wise, like can it be shorter? Anything that requires the body proportion, like the leg to torso ratio, is not something that we're looking at this time.
Obese warrior.
Obese, a chonker. It is a fantasy game. If you want to be rotund, be rotund.
If there's a limp emote, will it be possible to apply it to any limp? Technically, it's possible. I mean, we currently have a limp emote if you broke your leg. And I know that many people want this to be in roleplay mode, so you can just toggle it. So that's an easy thing to do. We will have to see if we can, how we can do every limp, like on every limp, limp on every limp. But it's technically easily doable, so it's not a problem in the terms of that we can't do it, but that there are a lot of buttons in the end. So it's most likely gonna be all in a UI, and then you have to scroll forever. So we have to see how we fix that and go with that. Ace, you have been asking this like 3 times, so I'm gonna tell you right now. Ace has been asking if we can elaborate on the upcoming furs. Now, the thing is, what do you mean elaborate?
I think he means like describe what some of them like we've already shown off some very like rough textures, some very voluminous pictures. Ace, we're not showing more pictures. I've already shown you so many pictures. You already get spoiled. You get way more. I mean, we could tell you, but
all right. You get it's not fur, but you get a one last one, okay?
Fig, yes,
it's
there
not
are
fur,
more.
I'm sorry.
There are more main options on the table. Oh, Furby, you pulled out the creme de la creme.
I've heard a lot of suggestions and feedback, and there will be a medicine cat badge for each clan. Each clan has a different butterfly and a common herb for their colony or group and territory. I have something special planned for these, so I can't say that yet. But any medicine cat can use these as a medicine cat symbol, but you don't have to. Everyone can use it, but if your roleplay, for example, you have a roleplay where the medicine cat has a special symbol, you can use these badges. These are made by Hunter, and the texture is made by Panther.
I got disconnected again.
No!
Don't worry, YouTube chat. I'm putting up the butterfly for you, okay? I'm doing my bestest.
Will we get curly fur? And oh my god, is the butterfly inspired by that one map? Maybe.
Perhaps.
Perchance. Yes, I had lots of inspiration from the Warrior Cats fandom, and I really like the idea of having a little something that marks you as a medicine cat. And if players want to use it, they can use it. And it's not like a thing where you can, everyone who has this needs to be a medicine cat. It's just a roleplay thing. So if you are a medicine cat, you can wear this and feel proud. Butterfly animate? Oh. I cannot answer this.
My client declines to comment on this matter, chat.
Okay, last round of questions. We have some from Light. Will there be more emotes, for example? Will there be different kinds of lying down and different kinds of sitting? Yes, there will be more emotes and different types of emotes. Will there be different idle animations to choose from? Not in the beginning, but we have some ideas.
Yes. I'm
Will the model
sniveling.
will the model have facial expressions or tail emotes? I'd love to know. The only thing I can tell you right now is there will be tail stances that you can set for your cat. For example, if you want to have your cat always have the tail up, you can do that in the future. Will there be a leader star marking? Maybe. We have lots and lots of things we can still add to the cats as customization. So if medicine cats get some, we could make some for a leader, which is can everyone use. Like, it's not something we are gonna say that a morph can't use the star or the medicine cat badge because they're not a medicine cat badge, medicine cat or a leader. So these will not be hidden behind any roles. Talking about roles, I saw someone ask, will the roles be new roles be added? The roles will have a rework. We had to very very quickly rename some of them due to the Kulabi incident. So the warriors had to be renamed to hunters, but we didn't really like it. It was just a very quick solution. We also still want to add mediators, and we want to add a few custom roles in the future or rename some, so you can make a few new role plays. So yeah, these are gonna change in the future. There are already, if some remember, before Kulabi happened, we put out a preview, a little teaser of the mediator role. So the icon for that is already done. We just didn't get to implement it because we had to change everything so quickly. So yeah, the mediator role was always meant to happen.
We have a YouTube question. Will there be a role icon for part-time roles such as part-time med or daylight warrior?
Daylight Warrior, yes. We want to implement Daylight Warriors because this is just a really fun concept. I don't know if we can name it Daylight Warrior. We might have to change the name a little bit. It depends. But yes, this is a role that's coming. Part-time, it depends. We can't make too many roles because then it bloats the UI, and new players will get confused on what everything is. There will also be a tutorial once the game is out. We will make a tutorial for new players, to get into the game, so they're not just lost. But yeah, we'll see how we can implement, how many roles we can implement, and they also have to be fun roles that make sense.
So, from the YouTube chat, speaking of leader star markings, will there be moon, sun, and star markings?
We'll have to see, actually. Shako is here in the chat, probably taking notes.
Yes.
So we'll see what we come up with. But yeah, they will probably, since we still have the Forest of Stars, they will probably have celestial bodies.
Yes. And a lot of those will probably be more natural looking and incorporated into existing markings, so it won't be too niche. It's not going to be like a straight line or anything. It's going to look very organic, and it's going to look very nice on your cats. Ace marking? Ace, really?
Ace marking.
Just an A on the forehead. A PNG of Ace.
A heart, yeah. Marking shapes that are a little bit cute and just nice will be added. So yeah, you can have a little heart shape. If you remember on the preview, there was a heart shape on the side of the cat. So yeah. A spade.
Someone in YouTube chat asked, can we have fur that covers the eyes? I think it would be cute.
Oh, the emo fur.
The Evo fur.
Yeah, I think someone made a suggestion about this. We want to add more head fur, forehead fur as well. Maybe not too anime, but yes, more fur that covers the head and maybe the eyes. We'll have to see how it works with the model so that it doesn't clip too much on animations.
Someone else asks, if you die in survival mode, will you be teleported to the Forest of Stars or the Forest of Shadows?
This was meant to be in the closed community mode, which is currently on hold. We found that it's kind of disrupting. If you died, you just left and got teleported away, and it was disrupting roleplay a lot. So we'll have to see if we either put that in or leave it out, so you can decide when you want to go. Because sometimes people play out how they die and have a vigil and everything. It would be kind of strange if you get attacked by a fox or a player and you just poof.
Yeah, no
And land
funeral.
in the Forest of Stars. Yeah.
No funeral. Everybody's gonna get accused of a murder because nobody can produce a body. But then also, if the body remains, you know, that opens up the discussion of like if there's carrying or dragging, you can carry your fallen brethren back to camp, and if they don't disappear,
Faunity.
they can.
Faunity has asked a question for Rookie. Will there be colorable eyelashes?
Yes.
There you go.
You can color everything on the eyeball. You can color, okay? Iris, whites, pupils, lashes. Color them. Everything. Literally, I don't think there's a single thing on this model that can't be colored. Actually, I think everything can be colored.
Yeah, even the whiskers and the claws, even if they're just between white and black and the in
I will say you cannot color every single whisker. I need to make that clear, but I have split the whiskers on the face into two parts, so if you want to have like a salt and pepper whisker kind of look going on, you can absolutely do that. So the face whiskers, the main whiskers on the muzzle, are just split into two sections. So four sections, they're split in half, and then each of those halves is split.
Oh,
I don't know about teeth, guys. I don't know about teeth.
Yeah. Bob found the only thing you can color. The inside of the mouth and the teeth cannot be colored.
Yes. If we do add like a snaggle tooth or something, that may be colorable, but the inside of the mouth is not colorable. I'm sorry. Looking.
Can you add an emote that the cat is doing biscuits in the air while lying on their back? Ah.
There's space for lots of emotes. Like there's like infinite number of things that a cat can do. It just comes down to like, yes, technically it can be animated, but in terms of is it gonna bloat the UI, I think it'll be easier to make decisions like that once the team has actually gotten together and worked out how the UI rework is gonna go. I can make animations, but it is up to everyone together whether or not they get implemented. So nothing's off the table, but it's hard to say at this moment in time what exactly will go. We know that laying, sitting, you know, all the locomotion animations, walking, running, drinking, eating, those are definites, but some of the more luxurious emotes, it just depends really. There's a fair chance you'll see them though.
To Ace, if I can ever make that a possibility, I would, because I would love having the ability to actually bury people. That would be really fun and would give an actual gameplay system to elders and cats dying and the burial grounds. But we'll have to see. Bury people that have no graphs.
Someone asked in the YouTube chat, will the game be out of beta before the end of 2025?
Maybe. It depends on how fast you can work. Currently, the model is giving us a lot of headaches, so it has been taking a long time, and we already in the past had to move release dates like 3 or 4 times, which made players lose trust in us. So this time around, we want to make sure that everything is ready before we give out a date. When you bury a cat in lake territory, that spirit gets trapped in the tunnels. Oh no. Ghost cats. When will the little Furby in the game be moved again? With the next update. The little Furby is always moving towards the next update. A hint to the next update. It's currently sitting somewhere that was meant to be the next update, but then got switched around with the model. Yes, there is a Furby on the map. There's a tiny Furby hidden somewhere on the map who's moving with every major update.
Ace, I already kind of answered this earlier. Certain deformities can be added, but you will have to get sort of creative with them, and we're really only doing additive items. So like limb amputations and things, those we can do, but when it comes to minute details, especially those that are very specific to a character, we're not doing anything subtractive. So potentially like overbites, underbites, things like that could be done additively or through an animation, but actual changes to the model's topology are not likely.
Will the map be back to normal soon? Yes, the map will return to normal with the major update. So you no longer have to live in fall with never a winter. I'm sorry, I didn't have enough time to finish the winter map, so this year there will be a winter map most likely. If I can find out how to, I would like to add dynamic seasons that change dynamically on the server, but currently that's not something we want to do at the moment because we have other big updates, but maybe. Would it be possible to lower the volume of the waterfalls? I love the ambience and I love having my volume up, but it just gets blasted by the sheer force of the water. I can make them a little bit lower in volume. Yeah, that's not an issue. All right. We are running out of time.
Yes.
We've been at this for almost 2 hours. Show us screenshots of the possible winter map. It's just not even halfway done. I had to start and then work on something else. So sadly, there's not much to see. May the humble tunnelers cats get a shout out. Yes, we have an entire group in the server who are just tunnelers who love the tunnels. They also made a map of the tunnels. If you ever get lost, you can ask some of them, and they have made a drawn map of the tunnels. There's also people working on a wiki, which is going a bit slow, but it's going there. I think it's Mariposa is working on it. But yeah, our community is working on some stuff to help players out.
Burb, the prey exists but has no textures. We're not sharing yet. When they're actually being focused on and being cooked, you'll see them in the previews, but they're 2 updates away at least, so it's a bit early to be showing them off. They may change a lot before you see them.
Yeah. These things are a bit early, so that's why we're not sharing it yet. It's like 2 updates away, as Rookie said, so yeah.
And also requires like a lot of people working on it, like 5 or 6 people working on some of these assets. You know, we gotta be respectful of everybody's schedules, so. I did see Furby. It's been asked a couple times, but the chat's going very fast. People are asking about co-op animations.
Oh, co-op, like sharing tongues.
Yes.
I'm assuming. Yes. These are technically possible. I think we have been talking about these a few times. I think I also talked with you, Rookie.
Yes, we did discuss it.
Yeah, but these are technically possible, yes. And it would be really cool to have sharing tongue animations and things like that. Yeah. To end this, we're really, really grateful that even though we had a long period of no updates because we had so many issues, that everyone's still sticking it out with us. We're really sorry there hasn't been a lot over the last 2 or 3 months. But Rookie was busy, some people were sick, and things just slowed down a lot. But we're still working on it, as you saw. The model is coming soon. Not soon, but soon. So we hope that when it's out with the improved movement system and all of the bug fixes, that and new customization, that people have a lot more fun. I've been incredibly humbled on to see how creative some of you get with just the very basic model and customization we currently have. That's an amazing thing, and I cannot wait to see how many more morphs we get once the new model is out and people can really dig into it. It's very insane in a positive way. No, don't eat us, please. No.
Update is cancelled. This time somebody ate it.
But yeah, we will be posting as the update is coming out. We will be posting more previews and more trailers, and try to stir up the marketing a little bit so that more people see us. Now that we don't have to stick to the books anymore, we can make a new game with the community, and that's what we're gonna do. It was a bit rough for a time, but I think everything has been settled, and we can go forward with a game that everyone enjoys without being tied down by the book lore.
Yes, now you guys can make the lore by playing Furby's epic event.
Yeah, we're gonna get our own lore.
Yes. You guys will shape the story too. And that's the best thing about it, I think, is that everybody gets to participate.
People are asking Grams to meow. Grams, will you adhere to their wishes, or
What if our placeholder, if we do test sounds, our placeholder can just be Gramps? Meow.
Meow.
Oh god.
it's perfect. There you go,
Yeah,
your
this
new
is
meow
better.
sound. Oh, it's Ace.
My meow might be better. It might be better. Can I do the victim?
Ace, you're very hard to hear.
Okay. Mewing.
We
Someone
all
wants
say
to
meow
ask
in
a
unison.
question. Someone wants to ask a question at the very end.
Okay,
Guitarist, ask
Last
your
question.
question. This you get to be the last question. Congratulations. Make it snappy.
oh, they want a meow from me too. Okay.
Will the chat be fixed?
The oh, right, the chat. Since Roblox is changing their policies on chat, we have to revert to the old chat. We can no longer use a plugin, which means, I'm sorry, you have to go back to the Roblox chat with the update. So, yeah. Roblox no longer allows custom chats. So, it's sad, but we have to go back.
Alright, Furby meow, they say.
Oh, yes, Rookie has meowed, Grams has meowed, so I have to as well.
I already meowed.
Meow.
Nobody make me meow.
You should meow.
No, I don't think I should.
Yeah. I think you should.
Again, I I was just imitating Gramps' meow. I don't know. I gotta think of a good meow. I inhaled. There you go. I inhaled meowed. Everybody, we already had a deep meow. We already had a high meow. We already had a regular meow. We already had a cat imitation meow. So now we have inhale meow. That completes the holy trinity. Well, like, what's a 5 version? What's a 6 version of a trinity, guys? I don't know.
Meow.
I can't do
Exhale meow.
calculus. I can't do basic
Yeah.
math. I don't actually know. Can Gramps Meow also be put in
Meow.
game for April Fools? Rooney. Well, I already have an April Fool's joke planned, but we can write this down.
April Fool's update. Grip meow.
This is devolving so quickly.
I think my
this-
meow is better. Not gonna lie.
we can put it up to a vote.
Who has the best meow?
I'll
Someone-
make a poll right
Someone
now.
post a poll right now. Jarvis, poll them.
Also, yes, there's a lemon on the map.
There is a lemon
Someone
on the
asked
map.
the other day. Yes, there's a hidden little den with a nest and a lemon. This was a little nod to one of the members in the community that has been building maps with me.
Ah yes, Sam Lemon.
yeah. Sam the Lemon, yes. It's in one of the camps. If you look around a bit, you can find it.
The poll is up in the poll channel.
Thank you. This is excellent.
It's Gyamps. Sam mentioned. Woohoo!
Sam mentioned. For real. Well, thank you guys for showing up, and thank you to my chat for behaving. You guys are great. Most of the time.
Yes, thank you everyone. I hope it was informative. I hope the previews, even if they are a work in progress, could excite you a little bit of what's to come. And we really hope we can show you more very soon.
Yes.
But we're working hard on it. It's gonna be great. And yeah, thanks for behaving. I've placed a few mods in here just in case, but you were all really cool.
And if you
So
missed
thank you.
anything, or you joined late, or you have any questions about anything, and you want to go back through the video, the VOD will be up on this channel, on my channel, but I'm also going to be passing it over to Ari, and it will go up at some point, probably this week, on the LTR channel as well, so you will not lose access to any of the questions that were answered here. You can go back and watch or laugh at Gramps' meow as many times as you want. Jarvis, clip that. Like, you can watch it on repeat if you want.
Time to listen to myself and cringe. All right. Yeah. We'll see you hopefully soon, and have a great time zone wherever you are.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.
Meow.
Goodbye, chat. This was really fun.